when I was like a teenager, I used to in the summer, 90-degree weather. I don't care. I'm going to play basketball. Give me a jug of water. I freeze the jug of water. Walk down the hill. By the time,
Right.
you know, what'd you say?
No, I said right.
Oh, okay. I thought you said something else. I was thinking, disrespectful. But
Nah, if I wanted to be disrespectful, I would have told you to your face.
oh,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not afraid to be disrespectful.
oh, oh. I sticker man.
Stick. But you know what? Yeah. Make fun of my shirt, Make fun of my shirt, But it says, ape kill ape. So don't play me, bro.
You ever play GTA? You ever had like the car that had the stickers on it, like with a hood? That's your shirt. That shirt looks like. You never had that car in GTA that had the stickers on it?
No.
Well, which one?
It was in GTA 5. It was
Oh.
It was a car.
I think it was a Sultan. I think it was a Sultan that you could put like stickers on like the hood or something like that. That's what I had when I had my Xbox. I was wilding, OD driving, going crazy. I feel like I don't like your shirt.
But mostly what I was saying was, but like most days, I don't want to play Golden State. I don't. And it's gonna be sad. But they're gonna sweep the Mavericks tomorrow. It's gonna be sad. I don't wanna play them. If I'm Boston, I'm looking at this team and I don't wanna play Golden State. I don't. They look like they're gonna. You could just give them the championship right now and call it a. We could just go along the way. Like I don't want to watch this. I don't want to see my Boston Celtics really lose against a team that's like looking like they're unstoppable. Like it's impossible to beat this team because everybody's playing great, and then it's like you got Steph Curry shooting no look threes, and you got Andrew Wiggins dunking it on niggas, and then it's like, come on, bro, how am I supposed to play? What are we doing here? What are we doing?
I would say, all right, this one will be before we give you the floor. Well, I have some faith in your team, my guy, because, yeah, they're playing that good. That's what you should expect from a finals in the Eastern Conference. Western. That's what you got to expect. So it's like, believe in your Celtics.
No, it's impossible.
Impossible.
I'm not gonna say it's impossible, an impossible feat. But what I'm saying is, it's like the probability of Boston beating, the probability of Boston beating the Warriors. You want me to give it like a 1 out of 10? I'm gonna say it's a strong 3.
A strong 3.
What does that got to do with you believing?
Me believe. I'm at a 3 though. I'm sitting at a 3, and I know what's gonna happen. It's not gonna go the way I'm thinking. In my head, yes, I want to see Boston win. I do. We win. Just know I'm screaming. I'm running down.
Nah, because you didn't have the energy now.
No, because I can't have
like a big fat pony.
Because I know basketball, and I know in my head, like Golden State is just like, it's like you know what Golden State is like? It's like a Dark Soul boss. They're like a Dark Soul boss, where like it's in like sometimes, you're gonna get beat, and the boss is gonna beat the hell out of you every single time. Like he's just gonna, one shot every time. It's just like, damn, bro, like, nigga. It's impossible to beat this team because, like, to beat them, you have to play perfect. You have to. Like, you cannot do nothing mistaken. You can't do nothing to cost you the game because they're gonna kill you. You have to play nearly perfect against the team, and then you have to have your star players go. Your star players have to score. Their star players is gonna get their points. And your role players have to be good too as well. So like for Boston to win, Tatum has to have like 30 every night. Brown has to have 25 a night. Marcus Smart has to have 20 every night. Where I know in my head that's not going to happen every night. I know that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, so
I'm not. That's not gonna happen. And if it does happen, best believe I'm still gonna be happy. I'm screaming. I'm buying a shirt and I'm buying a jersey.
nah, you gotta buy a Warriors jersey now.
Nah, fuck out of here. No, I don't want to worry.
No, fuck out of here. Yeah.
Nah, I'm buying a Celtics. I'm buying a Celtics jersey. I'm buying a
Make it
Payton
too.
Pritchard. I'm buying a Payton Pritchard jersey. That's the first jersey I'm buying. Payton Pritchard. That's my guy. That white boy can ball. It's nice. Payton Pritchard jersey. I'm rocking that the whole not every day, but I'm getting his jersey and I'm getting Jason Tatum's jersey, and I'm rocking that every street. I'm rocking it every day.
And you're getting Klay Thompson.
No, I don't want a Klay Thompson jersey. If I'm gonna get a Warriors jersey, I'm getting a
Every
Wolves.
hour, you're gonna scuff it. Matter of fact, since you're so convinced the Warriors is gonna win,
They're gonna win now.
you gotta buy 5 of the games.
I gotta buy 5 jerseys.
Oh, for the Warriors, yo.
He's right. Nah. Now you have to show. Now you have to show that you're like 100% in belief.
Yeah, you locked in with them.
You it's over.
We're unbeatable. Our links unbreakable.
Why gotta put
They're locked in.
There is no unlock right now. You're stuck. Over.
Oh, I don't want to play it. And I'm just seeing it. Like I'm seeing the path that we're going towards, and I'm seeing where we're like. Yeah, my team goes like this. They're up and down. They're like here, like 1 minute they're up here, next minute down, next minute, and then it keeps on doing that. Where it's like Golden State, they're just 1 game down, and then they just stay up, and they don't really go down as much. They don't. Well, my team is just kind of it's a little stupid. Like they look good one night, next night, oh man, I guess we looking stupid out there. Next night, oh yeah, we looking good. Next minute, we look stupid, and that's the thing I don't like. But Unique, I'm going to let you have the floor, and I'm going to let you do what you need to do, because you have the story in your name, and you can tell us things about yourself. Let's go, Unique. It's all about you. Let's go.
All right. So if we're gonna do this, I need you to sit in real quick. All right. So me being the best cyclist I've ever been in my life, took a bike. And I'm gonna be very honest. Almost hit a car. Almost hit a car. Almost hit a car. So it was fun. You know, my back wheel brake did not stop. Did not stop me. So I kept on going. Used my front legs, stopped myself, basically almost hit the car. My man comes out, he's like, yo, bro, you hit my car. I looked at him, I was like, I didn't hit your car. You know, I just basically denied the whole thing straight to his face. So he comes up to me, he's like, yo, get out of here before I snuff you. And I'm like, I looked at him, I was like, I had no care in the world. I didn't look at him. I was just like, yo, I didn't even hit your car. So I'm looking at my wheels, I'm like, I'm dead ass, like, my wheels is broken. Like, I broke the wheels. And so I'm sitting there, and my man's just trying to threaten me. I'm looking at him, I'm like, yo, bro, you 3 feet under to me. Like, you're like, somewhere over here, bro. You're not that, like, scary to me, first of all. But then come to find out, like, I looked at it, and I was like, yo, my man's is really tight that I almost hit his car. My man's tried to fight me over almost hitting his car. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, yo, bro, is New York really, like, are we just good at talking to each other, or do we actually, like, fight each other over these things? Or are we just gonna speak bullshit to each other?
I mean, if you hit my car, and let's say you hit my car with your bike. Now I got a whole dent in my car because of your dumbass hitting the fucking car. Was the car parked? Hey, if you hit a parked car, I'm cutting your ass.
Oh no, it's I didn't hit the car though. That's the thing. Like, I didn't hit the car because I stopped beforehand. So, but my man's got out like, yo, you hit my car, but I never touched the car.
But did you nearly hit a parked car?
But did you nearly hit a parked car? That's what
yeah, because my back wheels wasn't blocking. My back wheels wasn't stopping. I didn't know that they weren't gonna work until, like, as soon as I pressed it, realized I wasn't stopping. I had to press the front wheel and almost flip over onto the car.
That's not. But you. First off, all right.
Continue.
Okay.
You can dissect it if you want. I'll tell you everything because everything's on it.
You're on the bike. I'm picturing you on the bike.
Yeah, I'm on the bike.
And you press the right because your right brake is supposed to be for the back brakes, right?
For this one, it's opposite, but that doesn't matter. Continue.
Okay. So let's just say that. Okay, you tap it. Oh, I'm not stopping. You tap it again. Why am I not stopping? Are you an idiot? You have another brake.
No. Watch it out before I will walk over New York to come to your house. Watch how you speaking to me. First of all, I pressed it once because I'm trying to like slow myself down. Because it's not like if I was to like hammer it that I would front flip. If I hammer it, I'm gonna end up slowing down. Like it's just gonna drag me to a stop. So that was my idea. Like I didn't use it prior to that moment because I didn't need to. Like I was rolling down a short ass hill, no cars were coming, so I just turned. As soon as I turned, went into the street, went down the freaking thing, down the road, and as soon as I was going to move to move out of the way, kind of slow down and make the turn easier, that's when I hit the brake. But by that time, I was still facing towards the car. So I didn't realize, it was like in a moment, split-second decision that I didn't realize that the brakes, something was wrong with the brakes. So then as soon as I realized, I pressed the other ones because the other ones worked. Like I knew that for a fact.
Your big ass don't need to be on a bike anyway.
First of all, I'm not that big. First of all, watch how you speak to me.
You're dumb big.
I'm not that big. All right? Pause.
You're dumb tall. So let's do that, right?
But nonetheless, like my man came out and was trying to fight me for some reason, or at least speaking like he was trying.
You almost hit his car. Unique. I would
First of all, no. If I hit your car, I understand. Like that's me. I understand. But if I didn't hit your car, you come out to me acting like I hit your car, like you trying to fight me because I hit you.
You got car insurance?
Supposedly, and I'm saying supposedly because I wasn't even near his car. I stopped. The bike hit my leg. That's how I know I didn't hit his car.
But listen to me. Do you got car insurance?
Do I have car insurance? I'm riding a bike. What car insurance does a bike need?
Exactly. So you hit my car. Your big ass hit my car, right? Now I got a dent in my car because your dumb ass did. Your dumb ass braked. You didn't. Okay, yeah. And also, when you're on a bike, before you get on a bike, you touch your brakes, you make sure everything's good.
Not everyone's gonna be testing the brakes on everything. That's a good idea to do. Like,
I have an electrical.
Like now, I am doing that, but like,
I had an electrical bike, and I did that every time. Like, even when I brought the bike, made sure that the brakes actually worked, both sides of the brakes worked, got on it, and also, on an electric bike, I have an accelerator, and then I also have both my brakes. And mainly, my back brakes started. Eventually, my back brakes went out, but then my front brakes work perfectly. Well, my front brakes, what I normally do is I don't slam on them, or I will lightly tap it enough so I can slow down a little bit. I'm not gonna crash into some cars. First of all, why are you even in the street? Get your big ass on a fucking sidewalk.
You can't ride in the sidewalk in New York City, dude. That's illegal.
You can ride in the sidewalk.
No, you cannot ride in the sidewalk. You can ride in the sidewalk if you're 12 years or younger and you have, what was it, freaking, 23, 24 inch in diameter of the wheel. That's about it. That's the only way that you can ride on the street. That's why you see niggas riding on the side in Manhattan and in Brooklyn and in Queens because you can't ride on the sidewalk.
My only question, bro, was where was your eyes this whole experience?
My eyes were forward. It wasn't left. It wasn't right. My eyes were forward.
So you seen the car?
I seen the car. I was trying to slow so that I can turn easier for myself. So I can, adjust the turn at a better, more comfortable way, I guess you could say, for myself.
He was on a flat street, basically. That's okay.
I was on. Say it again.
He was on a flat street.
On a hill or a flat street?
I was on flat, but it had freaking small ass potholes. So every time I fucking went over it, I ended up slightly moving off across my seat. So basically,
I mean, still, that's.
Still, but That shit is annoying.
You don't know how to you don't know how to ride a bike.
Well, I know how to ride a bike, but like riding on a bike in Queens, because I don't even want to say New York
you don't know how to ride a bike with cars
like
being around. City, I guess that's what you're saying. You need to be, like I said, keep your big ass on the fucking sidewalk. If you don't know how to ride on the street, get your big ass on the sidewalk.
Nah, bro. I gotta be fearless. I gotta walk into that street. I gotta ride in the street.
Listen.
Nah. Obviously, I'm not gonna ride in the street if I don't feel like I can do it.
Bro, you're riding in the street and almost hit a guy's car, and then you was kind of looking at him like, why are you mad that I almost hit your car?
Well, I'm not looking at I'm not looking at the man and wondering like why you're mad. I understand why you would be upset. I almost hit your car. My thing is, you're going to continue to be upset even though you realize that there's no actual damage. So nothing actually happened, but you're going to continue to be upset. Like, it's all right to understand at first, your first reaction is, yo, what the hell did you fucking do? But then after you realize that nothing happened, you're going to continue to be that way. To me, then that starts getting me upset. Like, I started to get annoyed. Like, bro, relax yourself because your car's fine.
Was another grown-ass man not knowing how to ride a bike, it almost hit my car. So now I'm not going to talk to him as a kid. I'm going to talk to him as a an adult. I just saw a big 20-year-old nigga not know how to stop on his bike. You better stop with your feet.
You know what?
Bro. You better stop.
I'm not even continuing to correct you. I don't know how to ride on the fucking street. I know how to ride on the street. I said I did not notice that my brakes on my left hand that I did not use because I just started riding the bike. Mm-hmm. I did not realize that they weren't working. Obviously, you can look at it like this. Let's say the more extreme version of this.
Let Crownless go.
Yeah, Crownless, you go.
That's all fine and dandy, right? This is pretty much in line with the old people thing. It's like, if he was clearly bringing you energy that was at a different level from what you were expecting, he's probably projecting something on from you from like earlier in the day. You know, it's like, it's New York. Niggas get stressed over a lot of shit. Unfortunately, you were just the scapegoat at that time. You know what I would have did? Yo, fuck you, my nigga. I didn't hit your car. Get over it. And I would have biked off. As you said, you realized you didn't hit his car. He clearly realized you didn't hit his car. So why the fuck are you still standing there getting, like, you know, hassled? It's like, yo,
continuing the story.
You know, did he try to, like, hold you there, like, while he was saying something?
My man's came up to me like he was gonna do something, so I looked at him, and when I realized he wasn't gonna do anything, I just started, walking away. Like, my whole thing was that I wasn't gonna stand there. I stopped because, one, it hit my leg. Second of all, I had to see if there was something wrong with the wire itself, because if it was, I can't ride the bike no more. I have no idea how to fix that situation. So I'm not going to continue to ride the bike if the brake's not working. I go down, because I live next to a hill. I go down the hill, a car turns or something, and I can't stop. I'm hitting my head on the fucking the roof of the car or something, sliding off, and it's over for me. So I'm not going to do that. That'd be a dumb decision.
Then your shit blown right after that, right? After something like that. Especially because, nigga, you hit my car, nigga, your shit blown. Like, you just hit my car, bro. You're a grown-ass man, and you're dumb big. And you're dumb big, and I can imagine you hitting this car.
Okay, but, like... Alright, I can understand. I'm guessing what you're saying is, if it was to happen, and is that... Oh, shit, what happened?
Yeah. Hold on.
Oh, you left? Alright, so I'm asking, I'm assuming that what you're saying is, if I was to hit his car... his reaction would be the same that you're saying. Like, why the fuck would you hit my car, so-and-so, da-da-da, so-and-so forth.
Yeah.
Alright, because I'm about to say, because you keep on saying it, and I'm just, like, in my head, like, my mans, I didn't hit his car. Like, you gotta stop. But, like, I gotta realize that you're saying something else. But...
Yeah, I'm basically saying, like, yo, basically, like, let's just say, for example, let's just say, yeah, you do hit his car. Yeah,
I understand. Like, he could come up to me and be like, "Yo, we gotta fight." I'm not gonna let him fight me. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I'm probably gonna snuff him dumb hard. But like, and we're gonna have to scrap after that. But like, I can at least look at it and be like, I did hit his car. Like, I can at least understand. Like, I definitely did hit his car. Like, I'm not gonna be stupid and feel like I didn't do anything wrong.
Crownless phone died.
Oh, his phone died?
Yeah, his phone died.
Dang. Gotta have the charger on the handy, bro. Gotta have the charger on the handy. Alright, so.
Let me move this down. Hold on.
Alright.
This down. Do this.
So,
oh, I'm setting this thing up.
Oh, you sending what are you sending up?
I gotta set up to change it. To change the window.
Mm-hmm.
Because Crownless left, so I have to change like the whole window around. I might actually have like a whole segment where I have like a whole scene where I could just have it with two and then just have it.
I can help you with that. Which is my next question for you. I actually wanted to ask you and Crownless when he gets back on. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be listening to this. If not, I'll just remind him. But during this whole like creation of your channel and stuff like that, for your viewers and for my viewers, when it comes to the whole creation of your channel and the things you had to learn to at least get it to the point that it is today, do you think that you've developed like a skill that you could bring to the workplace? Do you feel like YouTube as a whole makes you
can learn
develop
how,
like much better skills than you would have?
Let's take like an office job that says like, hey, you have to have Microsoft, like you have to be able to use Microsoft Word or like Microsoft Office. That would be a way of that. Or like let's say you're doing let's say video editing.
Right.
And then you find like a career where you have to kind of have a thing where it's like, oh yeah, we need a video director. We need somebody who knows how to do video editing, like a job description. Hey, I did this for number of years, which is like, you show them like some of your work. You probably don't show them like all the craziness. You could show them that you have experience doing some of that stuff, doing some of that creative things. I think a lot of that stuff, because I just started getting into doing video editing. The thing I sent you in the podcast and everything. I did that. Our opening thing. If you do go back and look at my stream during the beginning, I did make a whole opening thing for us. It's us on. I made it was thinking this program where the clouds are basically, remember the colors that I was saying that basically what we're kind of going with? It's like basically like the persona colors, which is like red and black basically. Right. And it's like the clouds are black and then the sky is like red and then it's like a background and then it has like the only thing I want to learn how to do, and I definitely want to know if anybody who is watching this right now, if you know how to do maybe animating letters.
I can help you with that. I actually learned that later on if you check my stream as well. I have actually added in, for some of the viewers that are checking, a overlay, a little text on the bottom that shows the animated words sliding across the screen, kind of moving around, giving a little bit of information about the day, a little news outlet like type thing. And pretty cool stuff.
And also, I want somebody to, and if anybody knows how to make more zoom out overlays, because we definitely need one where like our logo's kind of at the bottom. I would love like I like the whole brick thing. I do like the brick layout that we do have right now, but I want something that's like red, maybe something animated, and it's like
I know
black.
What you're talking about. Maybe
like some red. Maybe something like red animated around the zoom overlay, and then have our logo at the bottom or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely something that's like pretty cool, and actually perform. I actually wouldn't mind somebody doing something like that for us. Especially because now, I got a new job, guys.
No one cares about your job. I'm gonna be honest. Like, no one cares about your job. We care about you doing YouTube. That's what we want you to do. We want you to do YouTube. Forget your job.
No. I got a real life job. I got a.
Oh, you have a real life job?
Yes.
We still didn't ask. So, continue with the YouTube thing. I'm very interested in where you're gonna be going with that.
No. Don't disrespect me.
Hey, look, listen. You come into this podcast, we're gonna disrespect each other.
Let me ask you something, right? You ever disrespect me like that again? You know what? You know, it's gonna be a Gatorade situation. You know, you're gonna need some Gatorade when you're done, right? So but
that was terrible.
Time,
that was terrible.
I have been getting into like video editing. Video editing is kind of annoying. I stayed up last night. I stayed up all night editing, and it was kind of annoying because I didn't get any sleep, and then I had to like help my mom and stuff like that, and all kind of stuff and everything.
Okay.
And I finally went to sleep. I finally went to sleep around like 1 o'clock. Woke up at 7, and then now I'm like energized, which I'm like I don't understand how my body works at all. It's kind of annoying. But Unique, I want to know your opinion on that.
My opinion on what?
You know on how on what you feel about the YouTube thing.
I'm gonna be honest. It's terrifying.
Unique. Thank you for your opinion. I that was really good. That was a great opinion. Unique's opinion was the best opinion in the world today, and that was like crazy. His opinion might have been the best opinion all night.
I continue being asked. I appreciate it. Thank you.
That's
All right. So I'm gonna be honest. When it comes to this YouTube thing, it's fun, but after a while, like when they say that it takes like endurance, when it takes like you gotta be repetitive, you gotta put in the work. Like I'm be honest, I could feel it, cause it feels like you're moving up a mountain hill as an ant, and we're talking about Mount Everest. Like that's how it feels. That's how slow everything is moving and going. And
another thing is too. Also, I feel like when you do YouTube, I feel like now it's not how it was like a few years ago, where you could just like pick up and just do it.
Yeah.
Gotta be like. I feel like now you have to be like it has to be more like movie percent. Like everything seems like movie production. Like if you watch numbers of YouTubers like that, like high end YouTubers, it looks like movie production. Some of these guys have great cuts in between their segments. They have everything. They have everything that's like perfect. Like guys like I watch a lot of like when I watch Dashy. Dashy's probably like the best editing guy I've ever seen in a YouTuber in a long time. Where it comes into like that nigga is lit. That nigga, I hope he does his own editing. If he does do his own editing, he's lit. He's probably like the best dude so far I've seen. Corey Kenshin editing's not too bad. I feel like I don't think he did find something. I definitely think so. I definitely put Corey and Dashi with editing. Like OD. I wonder who does that. Yeah.
I don't really know who Corey Kenshin is. I'm not gonna hold you.
You know who Corey Kenshin is?
I know who. What's his name? Something Kage, or Shogun or something. Kage? It's not Corey Kenshin. It's something else. I forgot what his name was. And I feel like he has the same setup, or kind of like he fits the niche like that Corey Kenshin fits for some reason. I forgot what his name was.
Nah, Corey, I like Corey. The only thing I don't like about Corey right now is I stopped watching Corey only because Corey said, "Hey, yeah, I'm gonna retire from YouTube," and then he can't come back, and he comes back, and he's like, "Yeah, basically, I'm not retiring," and he got wild subscribers by doing the whole retirement thing, and then it was kind of not saying I'm thinking like, "Yo, you probably did that shit on purpose just to get more subscribers." Not saying that, no. I think you definitely did probably have some time. You definitely did step away and probably thought about it. Definitely like, yo, like, I don't want to do this my whole life. Okay, I understand that, but
I'm gonna be honest. He probably did that. He probably did it because he knew that he was gonna be able to get, some people. He knew what he was doing. Like, you're not gonna. I mean, you can make a mistake, yes, and you can be like, maybe I decided to do this too quickly, which I understand.
That's what it was, because he was really, and then you know what it was. When he came back, he started getting whacked to me when he came back. It felt like he was whack. Like I don't know what it was. It felt like I was out of the loop. Like when I was watching him before he did the retirement stuff, I was like, oh yeah, Corey's underrated. No one talks about Corey. great YouTuber. And once a bit of time, I think he got a lot of attention, and then some of the things he started doing was about corny. He would disappear. The thing that he normally does is he would disappear for dumb long, come back, do like a gameplay, and then disappear again, and come back, disappear, and then it's like, yo, bro. Not saying I want consistency, but I do want consistency at least. I do want some. I feel like your best things that you used to do is not your best things anymore. Like you used to do like Scary Sundays. That's what he was doing, and I loved it. And then like he kind of like slowed down with it a little bit, and then he like came back. Then he would do like a game where I definitely would not see him do. And then you're like, why are you playing this game? And it's kind of like it's like him and it's like it's the same. It's like the same syndrome that Dashi went through. Where Dashi, all he played was Super Mario Maker, and it sucked because that's all he played. He didn't play nothing else. Like it was just every day Super Mario Maker, Super Mario Maker, Super Mario Maker, and then when he went to other games, he wasn't getting the viewership. He wasn't getting the same amount of views that he was getting on the Super Mario Maker. So, what do you think would happen?
What do I think would happen? What?
What do you mean? What did you say?
What do I think would happen? What? Like I'm confused. You just
what I'm saying is, what do you think would happen? He had to keep on doing Super Mario Maker, like he kept on doing it because he kept on getting more views from the other stuff. He kept on doing Super Mario Maker, and I was just like, I hated it.
But that's the point. Like as like let's be honest with it, because we're gonna be doing this and we will rise up to the same level of like popularity because we ain't stopping. There's only up, and I can feel it right now. I've in my bone I can feel that we're gonna make it. The problem is we have to be very realistic. As YouTubers, there is a big feeling that we have to follow what's giving us the views. It's only smart that we follow what gives us the views, what then eventually gives us the money, and then eventually gives us more of an incentive to do it because our viewers love that we're doing it. We follow the viewers, the viewers follow us.
I don't like just sitting there like trying to be like, follow trends. I don't want to do that.
All right. So the thing is that the trends are gonna happen whether we cover them or not, and people are gonna cover them or not cover them. It's their choice. I think we should be.
Now I gotta change it again.
Huh?
I gotta change the thing again. Hold on.
Say it again.
Got to change the layout. See, yeah.
Do we have our great companion and podcast mate back? We got Crownless. Let's go. We out. All right. Let's go. Get the headset on. We rolling. All right.
I don't know why I got this stuck in the middle of my head, but.
But yeah. So I think we just have to be like very honest. Like let's not kid around. We're doing this because we feel like one, we can influence people, but we can also realize that like these trends are gonna shape us. We're gonna shape people's views on these trends.
See, then do you want me to be honest? See, I was gonna wait to the end of the show to do this, but I'm gonna actually do this now. Then if we're gonna do that, then you have to have a set schedule, because you would tell niggas, hey, listen, yeah, we're gonna go on at 8:30. 8:30 turns into 9. No, you gotta be like, listen, if we're gonna do 8 o'clock, we're doing 8 o'clock.
I'm gonna be honest. I agree with you. The only thing that I have an issue with is while I am doing this, and I will be as consistent as reasonably possible, because I'm not going to say I'm going to be consistent all the time. I have a life outside of this. While this is growing to be very important to me, and I would like to really invest in all this, and it seems like a good investment for myself and for other people that will come join me on this adventure with this YouTube. I also realize that life takes unexpected turns, and I'm not going to just 100% say that I can stick to a schedule, But I will say that we will
I guess-
agree to these times are what we're going to do. Regardless of if one of us is ready or not, this is when it's going to start, regardless of anything. It doesn't matter.
I was here for every episode.
For every episode. That's fine. Every episode.
I've been here every episode. So
Right.
consistency is like there.
Is the key, yeah.
You know, it's just structure of time. That's where it's kind of where it's like, yeah, 1 minute, yeah, this is our time, and the next minute, it's not our time, and then it's like, yo, nah, we gotta have a legit set, like a legit, yo, this is what we're gonna do. Like I was gonna wait to the end of the show, but I would do it here rather than anything. But it's just, yeah, we gotta have a set schedule, bro. We gotta like literally sit down and actually have a legit, yo, we gotta do this. Dun, 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 dun. That means any and everything around that time is shut down. I don't care I don't care. Unless it's an emergency. Hey, but if it's, that's it. Like, unless it's an emergency, okay, cool, gotcha. Like, let's just say, yeah, you know, your dog jumped off the refrigerator, you know, okay, emergency. It's funny. It was random. It was just random.
I'm gonna be honest. For anyone that, for the people that don't know me, my dog is not small. My dog is a Saint Bernard. So
it's like oh yeah, my dog is sick and I gotta take him to the vet. And listen, like, you know, I definitely need some time. I bet, cool. But if it's, you know, a little annoyingness or a little, a little, anything along that line, then I'm not saying, yeah, 100%. Yeah, you know, bro. Yeah, you know, I gotta wait to 9. I gotta wait to 8. No. No, nigga, we on at 8. Nigga, we on at 8. Nigga, this whole. Nigga, you think niggas are just like, yeah, bro. Nah, you know, like, bro, we got a game at 8 o'clock. Oh yeah, nah, I'm gonna pull up at 8:30. What are you doing? You're not gonna play. Like, you know, like, come on, that's like you're not really putting you're not putting the full effort. If you're gonna talk about effort, then be on time, have a set schedule, and be here.
As I said before,
you want to take it serious?
Effort is great, but we can't just say effort is 100% of everything. So
you have to put you do.
As I'm saying, you can put 100% in effort, but effort is not absolutely everything. I'm saying you as a person, you can put 100% of effort in as much as you can do, but for the total thing that is outside of your control, there are some factors. I think it's reasonable to set expectations at a reasonable pace. We are individuals. You, Traygunz, are an individual. Crownless is an individual. I'm an individual. We all have jobs, and to some degree, they might be set schedules one day. They might not be set schedules some other days. And I think it would just be completely rude to be able to be like, you know what, to our jobs, which we do all need. Yeah, my YouTube career takes precedent over this. I mean, that's a little bit of extreme, but
nobody's saying that at the moment. What niggas is saying is, hey, listen, we're gonna have a set schedule. Niggas get out. Normally at a time, most of us get out at 9. Normally, most of you guys get home at 9 o'clock. I'm the only guy right now until the end of this week. This will be my last week of doing what I do, where I sit at home every day and then basically go to work Saturday and Sunday, Friday and Saturday, where I'm gonna be working literally every day. Where I'll get home at least by 8 o'clock, 9, and still be, yo, yeah, we're here. Monday, yeah, we're here.
That's good.
Monday, we're here. Wednesday, we're here. Friday, we're definitely here. Because I'll be taking those Saturdays off. And then majority of the time, also, if we also want to do this, we have to also, I'll even have days where I will not do the podcast. Well, if we do the podcast Monday, Wednesday, Friday, then you have Tuesday, Wednesday, and the weekend basically to do whatever you want. sense of like, yeah, if you want to stream by yourself, okay. Yeah, if you want to stream you playing Heroic Horizon Zero Dawn, okay, cool, do that. I'd be 100%. Like, if you want to do that shit, you got to do it 100. Like, nigga, there's no 50% and shit. Nigga, you can't be doing this shit at 50 and then you get mad because they're like, oh, these guys over here are doing it 100%. Nigga, you got to go as hard, nigga.
That's a fact. I agree with you. It's all about priorities. Whatever you set as your top priority is whatever you're gonna be like. This is 100%. Everything else can be 100%. But if they're conflicting, this is what's gonna take like the cake. This is what's gonna take the baton.
That means upgrading things. That means
6 out of 5 and 10 times or something like that.
That means that also means an upgrading things, buying things for your stuff, buying things for your stream, upgrading. Normally that stuff too. As soon as I get this job where I work every day, oh, it's over. I'm back to Trayvon Binghamton. I'm going crazy. I'm back to doing what I'm going 100%. This loud ass PlayStation out the window. Gotta get something new here.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I agree with you on that last one.
Gotta get something new. This PlayStation's dumb loud, and I'm playing next gen titles. And guess what? It's I'm hearing. I can barely even hear the game. I can't even hear the players talk. It's like, yo, your PlayStation about to take off. Yeah, you know.
Your PlayStation about to take off. This man right here.
Normally, I brought a webcam. I have a green screen. I gotta get a ring light for the green screen because the green screen don't fucking work. Lighting in my room sucks. So, new. And also, I gotta get back on my grown man stuff too. Also, 100%. Gotta get my credit back up.
You gotta get your credit. Yes, you do. You definitely gotta get that credit back up.
Gotta get it back on. Gotta be 100%.
100%. No excuses. I want to hear no excuses from you.
Yeah, no excuses.
No excuses. You said it. You told everyone here. We heard it. No excuses. I want to see that effort.
Excuses. If I gotta help an old lady up the stairs, guess what? I can't help her.
Exactly. Get your credit up. Any which way. Any which way. Credit. All right.
If I gotta do any. I ain't saying anything, but I'm saying it here where I gotta do what I need to do to be back to where I was. Because before COVID, not even before COVID, I say after COVID. Along the line of anything along the line after that, especially after Joe Biden became president, yeah, it's been like slowed up for me. Really. I've been in a sucky spot. Stuck at this place.
Joe Biden has been somewhat of a disappointment. I'm not gonna hold you.
Talk to him. Wait. What did you say?
I said Joe Biden has been somewhat of a disappointment. I'm be honest.
Yo, he's the best president in the world. He's
bullshit. Straight bullshit.
He's doing his best. He's
straight bullshit.
He's doing his absolute best. He's doing his absolute best.
Traygunz. I'm hearing absolute bullshit that's coming out that mouth.
Exactly. That's because he's absolutely an idiot in the office.
I'm be honest.
Him and that lady. I don't know why we did that.
I don't say we. Don't say we. I never wanted to vote for them. I never wanted them to be an option.
I'm gonna say
I'm be very clear on that. I do not want Joe Biden. I did not want Joe Biden as president. I didn't want Trump as president.
Oh yeah, you're wildin'.
I didn't want Trump or Joe Biden to be president. I looked at them and I was like, these are two absolutely terrible decisions. And I looked at it and I was like, because we've agreed on this, Traygunz. For some people this is going to be a wildly diverse, polarizing conversation. But
listen, I'm not gonna say what I want to say.
Then don't say what you're gonna say. But I'm gonna say what I can stand on. And I wanted the devil that I can. I rather know out of the two devils, the one that will stab me in my back and the one that will attempt to stab me in my face. I would at least want to know when the dude's gonna come at me, and then I basically know which one is the person that I would like to handle, because then I can see it come towards me.
I'm gonna say it like this.
Reasonably.
we owe him an apology. We do. We owe him an apology. This guy, I don't know. Inflation is crazy. He's talking about it's gonna double. Gas is gonna go up higher. Gas is about to be $8 or something. He's bucking. If he's going ballistic, and I don't know, because like you call for Trump's impeachment year one, but you don't want to call impeachment for this guy. Well, this guy, it feels like he's just an idiot. He doesn't know. He doesn't even know what state he's in sometimes. So why am I talking to him? Why am I talking to him? Why am I taking him serious? He's an idiot. He doesn't know what he wants to do in office, and I feel like 100%. Niggas need a new president. Fast. Very, very fast. It feels like, bro, I haven't even got my income taxes yet. I did my income taxes in February. It is May. Might be in June. I haven't got my income taxes at all. What's going on, Joe? What's going on Broadway? I like go on Broadway Joe, because it feels like I'm watching a movie every time I just see him. It feels like, this is like an evil villain.
Look,
but he doesn't even know his own master planet.
I'm gonna be honest. Like I've been honest this entire time. It's just it's a phrase for anyone that wants to call me out on that, but that's just the way I phrase things. Joe Biden to me is a response to something that Democrats and the left really didn't have a response for, and I think personally that they weren't ready for during like the election. Like after Obama's final term, like no one believed that Trump was going to make it, and then he made it. But he made it because one, he was abrasive. Two, he didn't have really much of a filter. Like he just said whatever was on his mind.
I would also say to you, I would also say the Republican Party wasn't that great that year either. There was nobody in that Republican Party that was like, yo, that's president material. Like no one in that Republican Party at that time had no president. Like bro, you had wasn't like George Bush's brother ran for president as well. He was going on for Jeb Bush or something like that. He went on for him, calling him out, and he was a liar. He took some money and stuff like that, and then he was basically calling a lot of these guys out who tried to run against him. He was just attacking them. And in the Democratic Party, you had Hillary, which was like
second worst option that you really can go for.
It was just bad options.
It was bad options, but I think that's because society, not really society, well, society, yes, but because of technology, like a lot of people have started to view things in a certain light because now we're like massively connected. And like it didn't really start to take swarm until like after 2010. Like I'm talking about take a storm across the media, connections, influences. Like YouTube started to be a big place of influence. I mean, I don't know if Twitch was that big at the time.
And it was also like the baggage of the emails. That was like the thing that also killed her. Like once everybody, and then she went on a press run. It was like a lot of things about press runs too I don't like, especially when they do it like on radio stations, like they go on hip hop like radio stations, where like Hillary Clinton was like, oh, I keep hot sauce in my pocketbook, and I'm like, Hillary, what does that have to do with you? I'm a president. What does that have to do with anything? Like, I understand, you're trying to get the black vote, but like, that's not the way you approach the black vote. Like, that isn't like, that's like what Joe Biden did, where Joe Biden told, hey, black people, you don't vote for me, you're not black. Where it's like, we still voted for him?
And essentially, they did. I mean,
I understand, yeah. I understand the problem. I understand like Trump's last year of president was pretty bad, but I don't think it was enough to really, really kick him out of office. And he did, because eventually we got Joe, and Joe feels like I feel like I'm in a chokehold. I feel like I'm not like. Why am I feeling like it's hectic? You have baby formula going out of. You can't even find baby formula anymore.
A lot of things are starting to just go missing. A lot of things to start going crazy, and everything's up in prices. You can't even go to McDonald's. First of all, how is McDonald's go up in prices? And McDonald's, everything is, you have $1 menu. Nothing's $1 anymore. Even there, McDonald's, everything's like $3 now. I went to the pizza store recently to get a pizza slice. You know how much a pizza slice was in Yonkers?
Nobody tell me.
$3.75.
Look, listen. I'm gonna be honest.
A pizza slice
Again,
is not
I keep on saying that.
$3.75.
Trump, to me, was an answer to the problem that we have now, which is we don't have the incentive to pick individuals that have like the characteristics, the values, just not characteristics, but just character in general. Let's just encompass it all together. The character to be leader material. And I don't think I've personally seen anyone that was leader material. The only closest person I could see that resembled the semblance of leadership material, if not their voice projected confidence, was Barack Obama. And I don't know much about what he did necessarily.
He didn't do nothing. The only thing Barack Obama did really was give rights to people, gave rights, and that's basically his biggest accomplishment. And yeah, you killed Osama bin Laden, but you didn't really send those guys out there to kill Osama bin Laden. Niggas just found it. Like that was like your biggest staple moment. And then after that, nothing really. I mean, you got nothing happened for the community of black people. Black people are still in the same spot they've been in historically.
Well, that was the same situation. That's the same problem that I have with, with Joe Biden. Joe Biden, I actually, and this is how invested I was in the voting situation. I actually looked at his plan, and as far as I've seen, for some of the things that focused on one that made my life better, but also I think would have made everything.
He was going to stop that student debt thing, wasn't he? And he never did it.
As far as I understood, I think that's still unresolved. But like the two things, one, his African American plan. I don't think I ever heard that came to fruition. On his plan, I don't think he ever actually did that yet. Anything that he said he was going to do for the African American communities and so on and so forth, he didn't do. As far as I know, didn't do anything. I could be wrong, but I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard any waves. I haven't seen any headlines or anything like that. I also looked at his plan and I haven't seen anything. And he also haven't done anything for teachers. And teachers are one of the most crucial members of society because you have to actually teach children how to be working adults. And I didn't hear anything.
Well, I wouldn't even say that teachers teach you how to be an adult. Teachers teach you how to be a robot. I'm not gonna say that
they teach you how to be an adult.
Bro, Unique. I went to high school. Unique.
They taught you how to pay your taxes.
Unique. They don't teach you how to pay your taxes. They don't even teach you how to. They don't even teach
you.
Actually, no. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. See, this is the thing.
Wait.
Public school, yes, I have a bit of apprehension.
What year?
Yeah, because they didn't teach you how to pay my taxes. They didn't even teach you how to make a resume.
Okay.
My 10th, 11th, and 12th grade computer teacher did that as a charity because the other teachers weren't teaching us anything outside of us.
They wasn't teaching you how to be no adult.
They can teach you how to pass the region.
They teach you how to read.
They tell you some stuff about their life.
They teach you how to.
That was it.
Nothing in life. They teach you about, bro. When am I ever going to use geometry?
That's why you have so many people our age still sitting at home down bad. Nothing wrong with sitting at home, but they're sitting at home without know how as to do anything. You feel me? They don't know how to open bank accounts. They don't know how to build credit. They don't know what a 401k is. They don't know jack.
They don't even know how to. Okay. They don't even know how to make their
own resume. So let me break it down because you're throwing me a lot of things that I can actually.
I'm not calling you out. What I'm saying is, that we can call about 30 people in our age group and be like, yo, what teacher taught you how to pay your taxes? And they're going to tell you none, because it wasn't in the curriculum. If your teacher did it for you in your class, that is fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah, OD.
But it really did not happen as often as you think it did.
Well, I'm not saying it happened as often as anything. I haven't even began to answer yet.
I'm going to throw something too.
Okay.
You said teachers taught us how to be adults. There's a lot of things going into an adult besides being able to tell your age and count money. What I'm saying is there's a lot of things they overlook. You can't really blame the teachers on that. It's not in the curriculum. We have to go higher up. We need a better economics class. But see, that also goes into such a problem. It's like, okay, I could go up to my U.S. history teacher, but yo, teach me how to fucking build credit. You know, to which he would say, I gotta teach that to 30 of y'all, blah, blah, blah. I might not be able to do it. Or we have a teacher like my computer teacher. He says, all right, I got you. That's how we ended up fucking around learning psychology and neuroscience. He was like, they're not going to teach you this. But I feel like you need to know it to be an adult. That was one teacher out of all the years. And I didn't have him teach us neuroscience until 12th grade. Yeah, on a whim. Let me restate that. It wasn't because he was made to teach this by the school. He chose to because he recognized that the school will do nothing aside from say you need to learn it. But like they don't do that, bro. You feel me?
So
let me
hold on, Trayon, because I can't.
Let me jump in real fast because even on top of that,
you know, they don't teach you how to apply for jobs. Wait, yo, what? Let me
get this one.
No.
I'm gonna let y'all go ham because I can't even get a statement.
The more I'm thinking about this, the more it's like. Matter of fact, what is a functioning adult to you? Let's get to the core.
Like, can I say one thing? Can I say one thing?
Yeah. What is a functioning adult?
Can I say one thing? I'm gonna say it. All right. So also. They didn't teach you how to build your resume. No teacher told you, hey, listen, you know, you leave here, you need to know how to make a resume. You need to know how to do these things. No teacher did that. No teacher did that up until my 12th grade year.
Okay.
My English teacher did that for me. They didn't teach you like the things that they teach you in school. They teach you about George Washington. They teach you about they teach you about Christopher Columbus. Things that you don't need to know about. You don't need to know about these things. You don't need to, because I'm not going to use it in real life. A job application is not going to tell me, yo, bro, you know who Christopher Columbus is? What the fuck I need to know about that for? Or, it was, bro, you teach me about geometry. I'm only going to use geometry maybe one time in my life. And that's if I'm doing like maybe a carpenter or something like that. Maybe something along that line. You're not gonna really use geometry your whole life. They teach you things that is unnecessary that you need. That's not.
I wouldn't say that though.
I wouldn't say that at all. That statement. I agree with you guys on two things.
Certain things in school they do teach you that are not needed. You definitely don't need some of this stuff.
What it is that they're trying to teach you core subjects, right? Science, biology, gym, you know, so you can be physically fit. Everything, right? But the nuances of being an adult, right? I'm going to just be specific, right? I had a college level government class, a college level English class in 12th grade, right?
It's just going. Oh, there's no way.
Yo.
I'm gonna let it be known here. Don't ever say it. Teachers teach you how to be an adult because that sounds
so no. So let me explain because at this point I have been listening. So you brought up two things that I'm gonna really go at because the rest of it was like a whole bunch of stuff and I can't remember everything.
That's okay.
One of them was, if I remember correctly, let me ask the question: is what exactly did teachers teach for you to be what exactly does it mean to be a fully functioning adult? Was that your question, Crownless?
Yeah, to you, what is your fully functioning adult?
Fully functioning adult. Okay. I did say that teachers do. I did say that teachers do teach you how to become an adult. I never said fully functioning. I said no. I never said fully functioning. I said to become a teacher. I mean, not teacher, an adult. Sorry. So I agree with that statement. I don't think that they teach you to become a fully functioning adult in the sense, not fully functioning, not like you know everything, because some things are supposed to be taught by your parents. If you don't have parents, then teachers cannot teach you absolutely everything it takes to become an adult. Like, they don't have the time to be able to do that.
My question would be, what has your teachers taught you that has had a direct correlation on your adult life? Take your time.
One, resume. They taught me how to make a resume. And it wasn't just one teacher. It was an actual curriculum in it. So this goes to a larger problem, but they taught me how to make a curriculum. They taught me how to do taxes and how to pay attention, to do the math, look at some of the things you could do and you probably shouldn't do, or you have the option not to do, and some of the laws regarding it and revolving around it. So they also brought me to some interviews to some degree. That is to say, some mock interviews. Not to say that I went to get one, but they did offer me certain things. You know, they did, you know, in a lot of schools, they do push you to get some type of volunteer, certain like amount of hours, or you getting at least like maybe a side job. You know, my cousin did it. You know, I also did it, and it also counted. So it's not to say that schools don't add to you becoming a fully functioning adult, because I think they do. One, you have to learn math. You also have to build upon math. You also have to build your English skills, because if you can barely write a sentence, then how are you going to write a full-fledged resume with the things you're supposed to write and to get people to look at your resume, some of the things that they might like. I mean, you can learn that through guerrilla experience, you know, basically learning it from other people and them telling you like, yo, this shit was terrible. But then you have teachers that can actually help you. Now, the problem that I'm seeing from what you guys, I don't know if you guys went to a private or a public one.
Public school.
Okay, yeah. If you went to a public school, then I agree with the sentiment that public schools don't do a very good job of teaching you how to be a fully functioning adult in the least. I didn't go to a public school. I went to a private school. So they had a little bit more lee room with what they could teach. Now, to some degree, it's the teacher's responsibility to be able to teach you this. To some degree, it's not that it's mandatory, but I do think as an educator, you're supposed to cultivate your students to become functioning adults. And if you feel like something is not working correctly, or you feel like the system that you're a part of is not functioning to the way it should be, then you should have the ability to influence them, give them the information. Like your tech teacher taught you about neuroscience, or I don't know if that was the correct teacher, but so on and so forth. You know, he took it upon himself to do it, even though it was not mandatory that he teach you that. I think that that's the case, and that these things, these cases, the private school teachers and the teachers that are in public school that do take the chance to teach you these things are very important and they're necessary. I think the problem, and this is what I'm going back at, is the government itself and how they form what your teaching is supposed to be like. I think it's outdated. I think it's crude, and I think it's not effective at all. But private schools have, to me, shown examples of them actually being very good ways to educate individuals in being well-functioning adults.
So let me ask you this: how many kids can go to a private school?
Huh?
How many kids can go to a private school?
However many can afford it.
However many can afford it, and I'm gonna be honest, it's not fair.
Okay then, it's
kind of bullshit because I don't.
So teachers, I'm not gonna say 100% all teachers definitely don't teach you real life stuff. They don't. There's a small percentage of teachers that will take their time out to seek that you know what, these kids don't really need to learn about this bullshit, this curriculum. this dumb shit that they need to learn. No, they can learn about some shit that they really gonna use every day in their life. Like, that's where that
hey,
comes.
bro, I look at this game case. I know that this right here is a right triangle, bro.
Facts. I know.
I mean, to some degree,
I know this.
at least, but hold on, because this is the thing that I have like a when it comes to math, I didn't think about it at first why it was important to begin with, especially geometry and trigonometry. I completely looked at it and I was like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
The only
But I
thing you
think
need to
that
have is a
it
basic
comes to an
learning of math.
importance because if you were to go into any type of
all you're using is basic math.
I was gonna say if you were to go into any type of whatchamacallit,
You're not using basic math.
I would also argue that geometry is important, Trey, because say you want to improve on your lawn, right? In order to really make any adjustments, you gotta find out the surface area.
But I also think that it's trade school as well. Like, trade school teaches you how to do it in application. Like,
today's video, I'll show you how to create an overlay menu system in OBS with free tools. And at the very end of this video, I'll also show you how to create hotkeys to work with that menu.
Learned in school.
Now let's put
in the technical knowledge. Not the technical knowledge. I guess. Yeah, no, technical knowledge. And apply it in a physical sense.
I mean, I understand that whole.
So I think it's not that it doesn't have any appliance to real world, because you have to know to some degree the fucking columns and the circumference of the freaking column, because if you don't and you try to make freaking adjustments to your house without understanding the basics of that type of stuff, you eventually can do more harm than good. Now, I do agree that there's people that are more qualified and you could probably go your life without really learning it, but you essentially would be not as effective as you could be as an adult, I think. So I think it is useful and I think it is beneficial. Do I think it's absolutely necessary? No, but I do think it's actually crucial that you should learn this, at least to the most basic degree.
Do I do social studies in any type of shape or form in my life?
Do you do social studies?
Do I?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Do I use science anytime, really?
Yes.
Yeah, because you would know why your Gatorade over there gives you energy. I mean, replenishes your carbohydrates. Right. Replenishes your electrolytes.
Do I need? I'm just leaving stuff.
You're just gonna start throwing things until I say no, right?
Yeah. I'm just gonna think something.
You need your social studies because boom, off rip geography. How the fuck don't you know the world, especially in this day and age?
I mean, there's people running around that don't know
how do people enact with other people? How do we talk about other people?
There are definitely people walking around that don't know that, Australia and everything is on like the other side of the world. There's people that believe like, South America and everything is wild. Like South America is where Asia is and stuff like that,
And that's a them problem at that point.
Yeah. That's definitely that. But I'm trying to think one subject. I'm trying to think of one subject. I can understand gym. Yeah, physical. You need. You're definitely gonna need some stuff like that. I'm trying to think like.
Look,
math use every day. Math is like an everyday thing. Math is the everyday use. I think that's an everyday use.
The more you understand science, the better you understand everything in your room.
You said science?
Yes, sir. For example, you would know the boiling point of that Gatorade. You would
also know how to use your computer.
Composition of that plastic bottle. You know what I mean? You would know.
I'm just thinking of subjects.
That's it.
I was gonna say like
every subject. You do need English. You definitely need to know how to read. You definitely need to know that.
Use an extra language in case you want to go or have a perfect example, right? A lot of people in my time, they went through Spanish class just doing the bare minimum, and it's like you usually bump into people that speak Spanish all the time. Sometimes only speak Spanish.
Right.
Now you have an advantage by being able to communicate with them.
That's definitely like a dualist thing too. Also, you can put that on a job application that you could speak both languages.
But like the way you're speaking, Trey, is like you're speaking like, is this applicable to like job experience? Like
no. I'm just saying in general. No.
Okay, then in general, yes. Then every subject that you took
saying in general. I'm not
essentially
saying like, oh, I'm saying some subject. There are some subjects that definitely are needed.
For me on.
Like that to me myself, I don't need to know geometry. I don't need trigonometry. I don't because I don't use it.
You are. You actually are using geometry with your computer. When you do designs, when you are adjusting things to certain things, you're looking at a visual aspect along with math, but with specifically geometry and trigonometry to adjust the camera size to what you need.
I'm hearing you. Go lower.
Oh, I'm sorry, my fault.
How would you go about picking a size for your TV?
You said how would I go about what? No. I like just don't. I just blacked out just now.
Sorry, because I know Unique was throwing shit at you. I know. How do you go about picking your TV sizes without knowing the
geometry size? I mean, yeah, I hear it. I definitely hear it. But I don't really like. I'm seeing it in my everyday. Like, I'm not every day going to the store being like, hey, you know what? Let me get this size computer, or no, I'm not doing that. No, I'm just saying every day of my life, I don't really use it as much.
I think that you're confusing with like intentionally applying it and then applying it passively. You're applying everything that you learned in school at a passive rate.
I didn't learn nothing in geometry. You want to know something? I didn't learn nothing. Didn't learn nothing about geometry.
That's what I'm saying.
So I passed the class, right?
In a passive way.
All right. So what is?
No. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what happened with geometry. My geometry class, we did absolutely nothing. I didn't learn nothing about geometry, bro.
Trey, what is the Pythagorean theorem?
What is that? Is that y equals mx plus b? No. So what is that? What's the part? What is that? I don't remember much. Listen, I can't. Oh, what is that? Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. No, right? No. See. I'm telling you, I don't remember most of this stuff because I don't use it.
So again, I'm gonna keep replying and saying the same thing. You don't intentionally use these things. You passively use them. You don't realize that you're applying these things to what you're doing in the moment because you're not saying the actual words that are associated with the actions you're doing. When you're adjusting the camera and adjusting and cropping the photo, you're cropping it to a certain way that you realize fits with what you want. You do that by plugging in the numbers and by seeing it, so that when you do it again and when you just have the numbers and you can't crop it, you have to put in the specific numbers. You know exactly what you're doing because that's exactly the math you need to have. So you're applying it, but you're just like, I'm just doing it because I've experienced it already. That's what I'm saying. Like
the only thing I learned like in math that I liked about it was like I did statistics. Statistics was pretty lit.
Because I just statistics, bro.
I did take it. I took it in
statistics. You need to do better math, bro.
Okay, boom. What's the three branches of government?
Legislation. What is it? Legislation. I can't even speak English right now. I can't name that on the top of my head. I can't. I dead can't. On the top of my head, I'm not gonna remember that because not saying I'm not gonna remember that, but I'm not gonna use. I'm telling you, I don't use. Like, you're not gonna use that every day. Like, yo, I hate the three branches of government. Like, I'm not gonna walk around like that. I'm not gonna.
You talk about them like we've talked about them like 8 times already. We talked about
I don't
the judges to some degree. We've talked about President Biden and his people, and we talked about Congress. Like we've talked about
I don't talk about it every day though. That's one of those things. But if it comes up, yes, I can sit down and yes, I can talk to you about it. But I'm not gonna sit down and every day. Look at this guy. Like, I'm not Ben Shapiro. I'm not going dumb crazy every day. I'm not doing that. I'm not walking around. That's what I'm saying.
We need you to be less Ben Shapiro, right, and more Trayvon.
Yeah. Just be Trayvon. Just be the guy who I don't really like school. or any other. Like I hated school. I was one of those niggas that
I'm gonna
like.
be honest. I think school failed you.
No, I loved it. The only thing I loved about school was like, yeah, bro. I had my favorite subject was dead ass math. I loved it. I loved everything about math. But once I got to geometry was where I was like, all right, yeah, y'all bugging. I'm not doing the sheet shit.
Look, listen. I only say that education failed you because I'm gonna be honest. The same sentiment that like everyone has. Like, I didn't learn my taxes. I didn't know how to do taxes. I didn't learn how to cook. I do agree that schools could go about teaching you that type of stuff, like learning how to cook, learning how to do taxes, learning how to do some trade. You know, get more schools, more public schools to start like getting you some credits into like trade school, so that when you essentially leave,
I went to Saunders, and Saunders was like the best school to do that for. I went to a trade school.
Right? Yeah. But did you get anything out of it? Did you like get a title? Did you get a license? Did you?
I was in originally. This is what I was in HVAC, and I didn't really like HVAC as much. Really didn't. It's kind of whack to me. It was like kind of boring. A lot of that extra boringness that I didn't like, and what ends up happening is, it's Snoopy. That's what your name is. Thank you for the follow.
Hey, let's go follow.
Thank you for the follow, my boy. Thank you for the follow.
Let's go follow.
It's freaking but the thing that I hated was that it was like, you know, there's a lot of annoyingness. You know, the HVAC thing. The teacher I had, he was like on some black man bully shit. Nigga was wilding. He was wilding. He was that bully. I'm not gonna hold you. But eventually I went to business. And then, you know, I learned how to do like, you know, cashiering and stuff like that, do stuff like that. And it was like a regular job. And then at the time I was working at ShopRite, so it was kind of like, oh, extra thing like that. Kind of, it was like they had their own store basically. It wasn't like a real curriculum. It really wasn't. It was like if you failed your major, which I didn't fail, I just switched out of my major. I passed my major, but I just switched out of it and just went to that. And most people, you had to take like a test for like passing, like you know, to get your real license. Like I had a few boys that did that. Where in our school, it was kind of lit. In that shape form, you had culinary, you had places like you could cook, you learn how to do that. You had carpentry, you had auto mechanic, you had a lot of stuff like that. That's like a school, where they can teach you everything, basically, teach you some real life skills, but not every school has that. The Roosevelts of the world, the Riversides of the world, you know, Yonkers High, all that stuff. There wasn't not a lot of schools taught kids how to do these things. Saunders was probably the only school that had like trades in it, where that's like the only thing I liked about Saunders. Where it was kind of like, you can go there and get your own, like, learn some real life skills. I wish I was an auto mechanic. I wish I didn't. I actually kind of, if I can go back, if I can reverse back in time, I would have went and did auto mechanic. I would have definitely done that. And that would have been probably
still do it. I mean,
I could.
Like,
am I?
You can do it. You're choosing not to do it. Like, if it really was something that you really wanted to do, you would be like, yo, I'm gonna go do
it. If I was a kid, if I can go back to being like a teenager, I would have did it. And then
don't be like, yo, if I wanted to be a teenager, be like, right now, I'm an adult, fully functioning. I want to be an auto mechanic. I'm gonna do it right now.
No, I'm not doing that right now. Like right now, I don't want to do that.
All right, then don't say that you want to go back and do it.
But I'm saying no. What I'm saying was at the time when I was a kid, I chose. I don't know why I chose HVAC. Didn't know. I don't know why I did that. I just chose it. But I wish I didn't chose it. I wish I would have chose auto mechanic. That's what I'm saying.
All right. Well, I mean,
that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking like I should have chose that rather than choosing HVAC. I'm not saying, yo, bro, Yeah, I want to be a full on. No. I just said like because that would have been something that I could have used as they're definitely a tool, definitely having a back pocket. But I definitely would have probably never went like forward with it. That would have never been like my career path. Probably not. No, that would have just been something I would have been able to do.
I don't know. I kind of look at it, now in that type of statement, like I should have done this, I should have done that. If I done this, I kind of look at it now, realizing like that type of phrasing, like I should have done this, is kind of like, if it isn't something that I physically did not realize in the past, that is only restrictive to me in the past, I'm not gonna regret something like that. Like if I wanted to be a freaking YouTuber, I'm gonna be a YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber right now, so I mean. No, you're not.
I'm not a YouTuber. No, you're not. You're just a guy. No, you're just a guy that just turned his camera on.
You know what? You're right. I still got a long way to go. That's what it is. I'm gonna take that as you got a long way to go.
You're just a guy who turned his camera on.
I'm just a guy that turned his camera on. Like only. Like,
guy that turned his camera on, but we just definitely did hit our 2 hour and 5 minute mark. It is sad to say, but we are closing our favorite podcast of the world. Tell your mother, tell your father, tell your grandmother, tell your auntie, tell everybody in the world. Tell the Chinese man that you went to the store and got your food from.
Facts.
That CTU is in the building. But any closing remarks? Anybody? Definitely Crownless. I definitely want to hear something from you as a closing remark.
I mean, I hear I got really much to say, but the school subject was interesting. We could probably continue that tomorrow. Wednesday. Definitely bring some flavor into it. Because, that was interesting once we got some context.
Listen. It was Unique, you got any closing remarks?
Just
follow. Nobody cares. No one cares
what you want, Trey.
Nobody cares about your closing.
No one cares what you want to say. All right.
Nobody cares about your closing remarks, but we're definitely going to end it there because we don't care about him. We don't care about the guy on the left. We don't care about him today.
You said we don't care about Ghana?
The guy on the left. That's what I said.
The guy on the left.
We don't care about him today. Today is that.
Okay, continue.
Today is we don't care about Unique Day. No, stop.
I'm hearing a lot of bullshit. Continue speaking. All right. I'm done with this. I'm done with this. I was gonna say something, but then I lost it.
Exactly, because we don't care. But definitely at that time, we don't care about Unique. We definitely are gonna close this out. I hope everybody had a good night. I'm gonna play some 2K. I definitely probably will stay on stream. I definitely will I'm probably gonna have to turn this off and then come right back. But definitely I'm gonna stream some 2K and everybody had a good night.
Of course, have a good night.